AI features in Power Apps. So you are maybe wondering, what are the AI features in Power Apps? Or what if I want to add additional intelligence to my Power Apps? Can I effectively add my own AI logic and AI features? Or what if you want to customize and enhance the user experience of that Copilot chat in Power Apps, right? So in this video, we're going to cover all three topics. I'll walk you through the native features, what you get out of the box in Power Apps. So we explain some of the features and the advantage you get. I'll also cover how you can add your own AI intelligence and AI features into Power Apps. So effectively how you can enhance your app to be even more intelligent. And we'll also explain how you can enhance the experience of that Copilot chat in Power Apps. So by the end of this video, you should have a great understanding of what you get from AI features natively and how you can enhance and add your own AI logic into Power Apps. Let's get started. So let's now get started with the Copilot features in model-driven apps, right? So the first feature we're going to present is the Copilot chat in model-driven apps. So if you open a model-driven app, you toggle the Copilot chat experience, you can effectively start chatting with your Copilot and asking random information about the data in your Power App. So you can start chatting with your Copilot and here asking specific information. You can ask multiple parameters. Your Copilot chat will retrieve that information and show it back to you. Another feature that you get is the form fill assistant, right? So it is helping you create records in Power Apps automatically for you by pre-filling the information. So let me show you how that works. So let's say I want to create a new account and, I have a document with some information about that account. Here it's a PDF, right? So I can effectively drag and drop the PDF directly into that box and Copilot will process that PDF and will, as you can see, propose some fields to be automatically pre-filled for me. And I can effectively accept the suggestions and then save the record and the record will be created for me. Next one is row summary. So this one effectively, you can have some Copilot capability to define specific information that you want to see as a summary of your record. So you can see here a nice summary showing up when you open the record, and you can configure that summary to display specific information based on the data you have in your model-driven app. Natural language grid and view. So effectively, you can use natural language in your grids and view to search for records. So this is how it looks like. So you can type here information that you want to search for. It also keeps a history of what you search, right? So if I just show you what I was searching before, so all the application where approval status is approved and payment status is waiting, I'm interested. So there's a few kind of parameters, right? So I can effectively search for that and that will kind of interpret what I have typed here, search and retrieve the results. And you can see here the results. It will show you the results and the filtering, and you can apply additional filtering if you wanted to here. And finally, visualize data in a view. If you have a view, you can effectively visualize graphically with a chart the data. So you have the visualize button. It will now visualize the data, but you can change all these parameters, right? So first I can change it to different type of charts, but second I can change the parameters to say, maybe I want to have this by approval status, right? So it will automatically display the graph by the parameters you have selected. And you can even click on a graph to kind of filter out your data. So pretty handy. Now, these were the native feature in model-driven app, but what you can do is that you can enhance or add more intelligence to your Power App by using AI Builder and AI Prompt, right? So you can use AI models. So there are predefined, text models, document model, image model, and so forth. And you have AI Prompt, which is a very powerful tool, which you can effectively use prompts, input data, use your prompt to ask all kind of information, help you with, complex logic and output the data. So let me show you AI Builder, how that looks like, right? So the first thing is if you go to AI Hub, you will see AI models, which are all the different models that you can use, but you also have AI prompts. So I'll cover AI prompts here in more detail. So for example, if I go to prompts, I can use some popular prompt created for you if you want. So you can get started with some templates. I'll just show you how I use this for some of my project, right? So the prompt looks like you give an instruction. You can ask various things, the AI to process for you. So review the document, see how genuine is the document based on all kind of parameters, assign a score, justify the score, retrieve a payment amount, see if the document is blurry and so forth. And you can even test this prompt, right? So you can upload the document. If you look at the document, that is a document with logos and names and whatever information you have. So let's just see how that runs, right? So if I just close and do a test, the test lets you effectively see the results before you apply the results within your model-driven app, within your Power App, right? So you can see here that the response was the document authenticity, the rationale, the payment amount got extracted. So once you're happy with your prompt, you can effectively use Power Automate to query and use that prompt, right? So with Power Automate, you can trigger something happening somewhere. So for example, on upload of that document in Dataverse, whether that's via a website or via an email coming in, you can run your Power Automate, retrieve the file that got uploaded and call the prompt that we have just created. So you can see here, I'm calling the prompt, we're passing the document, the image. So the same results, the same output, I can use that effectively to show that in my model-driven app. So back in our model-driven app, so you can see here some of the document, the statement of benefit got uploaded. And on creation of this record, we have a Power Automate that runs, extract the file that got uploaded here, and then effectively provide the summary exactly as you have seen in that testing the prompt, the whole output of that prompt provided telling me if the document is genuine. Now you can also use prompt to query this information and extract specific information for you, like the payment amount or the genuine score that you can paste into specific fields that you can see here. So I'm pasting the genuine rating, I'm pasting the benefit amount. So this is only one use case of how you can use AI prompt in Power App. So effectively here, helping a human review document, extracting information and outputting or proposing a recommendation, whether we should approve or reject something. But any use case that requires a complex logic with input parameters and you want a GPT model to give you a proposed answer, you can use AI prompts and inject that response anywhere in your Power App. And finally, Copilot Studio. So the same Copilot that you have in your model-driven app, you can customize that Copilot, right? So that chatbot experience that we showed you previously, you can effectively customize that experience. So for example, you could add additional knowledge, you can add additional topics, anything that you have available in Copilot Studio, you can use to add more intelligence and features in that Copilot. So let me show you how that looks like. So the first thing is that you go to your app designer, and then in your app designer, you have the three little dots here, and then you can effectively configure your chat in Copilot Studio. That opens up the native Copilot for Power Apps in Copilot Studio. And here you can add all the different features that, as we were saying, are available for you in Copilot Studio, right? So a concrete use case here in my scenario is we processing a scholarship application, and the eligibility criteria for the scholarship are quite complex and are dictated by the government. So what we have done here is we have added specific knowledge to the government website about all the different rules for applications to be approved or rejected. There is a detailed FAQ site as well. So we have added that knowledge. So you can add knowledge here, add knowledge from public website, but you can add knowledge from SharePoint. If you have very specific knowledge in your SharePoint sites, you can point the Copilot to that SharePoint to extract the information. All kind of different data sources are available. So very powerful to add additional knowledge. So in this case, we have added those two websites pointing with additional information, helping an agent. So if you want to test your Copilot, you can rapidly do this as well. So here I've asked a very specific information that is effectively available on this website, and I got the answer, right? So once you're happy, you can publish this Copilot, and after a few seconds, after a few minutes, your changes are available in your model-driven app. So let me show you how that looks like. So you're back here in our model-driven app. So I can directly ask here Copilot if the scholarship is available for part-time students, and I got my answer, right? So straight away the answer from that FAQ website get given, and I can proceed with my application. Voila, I hope that you liked this video, and if that's the case, give me a thumbs up and don't hesitate to subscribe to the channel. I'll be doing more videos like this one about overviews of technologies in Microsoft and so forth. So see you in the next one. Bye.